Okay. No, I do not have on-screen recording. Don't tell me to do anything about it. I don't got the money for any of those capture cards. I don't have any programs on my computer that's gonna bog up any more processing power than I need. So, on to the video. So here I got Infinite Warfare, and it doesn't look right on the computer. What I mean is, even though I have my texture settings set all the way to max settings, as you can tell right here, just by the textures right here, this is the textures of a freaking console, and yet you can tell by the textures on the guy's face, the face textures are clear as day, but yet clothing texture and everything else around it is fucking ugly as hell. That's maxed out. I can't go no higher than low. I can't go no higher than high. And now, as you can tell, after I'm screwing around with the textures again, this is how they're actually supposed to look. Okay? Also, I'm using a controller to do anything. But as you also can tell, whenever I'm done doing a settings change, the whole I can't do anything after that until I start moving the controller again. Well, watch what happens when I use a mouse. It stays exactly the same. It doesn't do what you just saw. Also, watch this. Note. So right there's the mouse. Right there, you can see it right there. So watch what happens when I go like this, and I change it. It goes right back to that. This is the worst Call of Duty optimization for the PC I've ever seen. Okay, so that's 3 minutes of me just screwing around with these settings in the game, showing you the complete lack of optimization, the complete bugginess of it, and now just watch how the textures will change from where they are now to potato in like a minute or two, maybe 3.
Initiating flyer. How many did you come with? We're in. What about the airship we shot down? My men need medical. You can't find your men.
Now, as you're watching this video, watch the textures. Don't care about my gameplay. Just watch how the textures change over time. They already changed. They already freaking changed. They're just looking all blurry and shitty now. And to do anything in here, I gotta go and actually use the mouse. Now the textures are back again.
Cloud's judgment. That is why you cannot win.
Pixelization, pixelization, pixelization. That's all been pixelized. Yeah, and then switching the settings back to low actually gets the textures back to the way they should. So what if I keep it at low?
Isn't yours anymore. Kill me. Save the bullet.
What is Raya? Unclear. Helmet cam stopped transmitting. It's been 18 hours, no contact. Set decimated, no demands. Settlement.
And of course, this is just in-game CGI.
In our rock, they executed 3 men and shot down a pilot.
Our team was sent to secure classified weapons from a closed facility.
That facility is a black site, Admiral. Why the hell?
I'll come back when this is done.
By permission.
No loading screens! My ass!
Come on, we'll take the scenic route. Not a list you want to make?
Peace to the fallen.
Ready? We're missing the party.
So the badges on her look fine, but the rest of her doesn't. The textures for the rest of her skin and whatnot, I mean not her skin, but her suit, don't look completely textured out. The patches look fine. The textures are exactly the way they should. But the rest, The walls, the wall textures, the building textures, they look great. They look the way they should. But when I get up close to her, the textures look all... Like for instance, right here, the textures are all danky and crappy looking. But this right here, the gloves, her little thing right here, the face, the hair looks great. But the rest, pfft. Now, before I end this video, I want to do one more video, and that's about Modern Warfare Remastered. Now, I'll be running that game at full max settings, just like I did with Advanced Warfare. You'll see a heap ton of difference when it comes to textures and when it comes to gameplay. Well, more or less, I'm using the exact same settings I have on Advanced Warfare. I mean, Infinite Warfare. If you're wondering why I stopped the video, it's because the remaster takes upwards of 2 minutes to load up on my computer. Advanced Warfare, on the other hand, around 30 seconds or within the time of the allowed cutscene. Oh yeah, while this loads up, here is my 750 Ti. This is what I used to have inside my secondary computer, which I've been using to play these games. When it came to me playing a remastered on my 750 Ti, it runs just fine on my 750 Ti. But with my 950, it runs like shit. And remember, I'm using the exact same settings that I have in Infinite Warfare. As you can tell, the textures on this person's clothing look great. Price's clothing looks great too. His textures look spot on, just the way they should. Oh yeah, just stand right on the doorway right on time. Yeah, all his textures look great. Everyone's textures look great. Even this dead dude's textures look great. They don't look pixelated at all, they look the way they should. Other than the very horrible frame dippings and game freezings, in comparison to Advanced Warfare, the remaster of this looks a million times better. But then Advanced Warfare, on the other hand, plays a million times better than the remastered. It's really confusing. Basically, before I run out of room in the video, basically, the remastered game, Modern Warfare Remastered, texture-wise, is beautiful. But gameplay-wise, as in frame rate-wise and whatnot, is fucking shit. But then when we go to Infinite Warfare, it's buttery smooth. But the textures are shit at max settings. So at this rate, it's just better. You're just better off just saving your money and putting it towards something putting it towards a game like Titanfall 2 and whatnot. That's a game that's really worth your money, especially considering all DLC and everything's going to be free. Unlike this game, that basically fractures the community. That fractures the already small player base on the PC side. But yeah, this game is not worth your money. Well, the remastered is, once they fix the optimization issues. And Advanced Warfare can be fun, but they absolutely need to fix the texture bugs. Especially considering even when you have your settings set to max, it'll still look like you're playing on a last generation console. And I know for a fact that Infinite Warfare looks a million times better on the consoles than it does on the computer. I've seen the online campaign videos that people have uploaded. The textures on the consoles look beautiful in comparison to the textures on the computer for Infinite Warfare. Nice job, Activision. Just keep milking this game and bringing out shitty new little whatever you call them. At least even though this game plays horribly, it's still fun. Alright, I want to apologize. yet again. I'm sorry for reflections and whatnot, but it's daytime, and like I said in the previous video, or I don't know if this will actually be in the video I'm uploading now, or if it'll be the whole separate video, but sorry for reflections. I have a gloss display, unfortunately. I would love to have gotten a matte display, but I only had to make do with what I could get, so without further ado, let's see how bad the textures look now. The gun textures look fucking horrible. I don't know if you can actually see the gun textures really. But a lot of the textures, like for instance the wall right here. Look at those fucking textures. The only thing that actually looks halfway decent is a lamp right here. Oh yeah, now you can actually really see how shitty these textures are. Even with the reflections. His badge right here actually looks just fine. But the rest of his textures are fucking shit. And who the hell keeps shooting me? Go to hell, you fucking piece of shit. Oh yeah, I can really see the textures on him. Whenever I do these texture shows, it'll be towards like I guess you can say the middle of the screen. That way, so I can actually see the texture quality when I want to show something. But as you can tell, the texture quality for this is fucking horrible. And remember, I have this game set to max settings. And sometimes going between low and high actually does fix the problem, but only for so little. It should not be looking like this at max settings. Okay, now the gun looks a little bit better now. It doesn't look as shitty as it did, but still shitty. What I suggest you do is that if you don't believe me and you don't have this game, just look up some videos online and watch people do their game playthroughs and whatnot of the campaign, and just look at the textures, and you'll see a massive difference. It's not just because I'm recording off screen. I mean, you can clearly see it right here with the floor texture. Rubble texture. The texture of the dead robot. I mean, it's not too where I can't play the game or anything like that. I can totally play the game just as is. I should be playing this game at max with the texture set to max, and not set to Xbox 360 PS3 textures. Because pretty much that's what it is right now. This, for instance, you can see the ugliness in the textures right here. Again, the wall. Give me a second. I'm gonna bump the shadows down, because bumping those back up, bumping that the extra did put a heavy impact in the frame rates. There we go. Oh yeah, now it's playing a little better now. Oh yeah, it's playing a lot better now. There is still stutter and stutter Oh yeah, there's still a lot of shuddering and stuttering going on too. There's actually what you call micro stutter or micro shudder happening. Oops. Killed NPC. There's a lot of micro shutter. Okay, let's see. Do I have it somehow going back to No, I don't have. No, I had that turned off. This is a 60 hertz display, so it's not going to 60 hertz.
Let's cut through here.
Roger that, sir. Retribution, this is 1-1. Gator, I need star 3 airborne for internet.
These sections are horrible.
Tomcat to go. Air is inbound for suppression. Once they engage, we're taking this hill. Eclipse, go weapons free.
What's the fire? Target is marked.
Even the wannabe Pelican looks ugly as fuck.
3-1, target marked.
what I'm going to do is I'm going to let this go through until my phone runs out of room. And then I'll edit this video together. It'll be one big ass upload.
Request for fire. Target is marked. Roger. Target acquired. Shots out. Shots out. Respect on target, 3-1. Copy. Shaking bandits. Bug it out.
Really?
Gold team, report. Okay, let's take it. 3-1 on station. Request for fire. Target is marked. Roger. Target acquired. Shots out. Shots out. Good hit, 3-1. Copy. Shaking bandits. Bug it out.
What a poorly unoptimized piece of shit.
Gold team, report. Okay, let's take it. 3-1 on station. Tasking. This is 3-1. Waiting for your mark. Request for fire. Target is marked. Roger. Target acquired. Inbound. Shots out. Respect all targets, 3-1. Copy. Shaking bandits. Bug it out. On station.
Really, I'll stop by that. This game started in micro shutter, started like the remaster.
Yes, sir. Steaming to your HUDs now. 10 ships remain. UNSA fleet is finished. Moving to AD system destruct. Lars, prepare. We gotta go now. Ethan, go! Jackpot, all stations. I say again, jackpot.
Relieve the bot. Take the prisoner into cuffs. Petty officer, get that AS back up. We still got enemy ships in our airspace.
Right away, Admiral.
Sado forces are trenched in outside, setting up a fob.
Good. Let's get a look at this son of a bitch. You'll need medical.
All stations, this is Scar 1-1. ATIS is back under UNSA control. I say again, we have control of ATIS.
Set depth retreating.
Raider to main, Lieutenant Salter and I need Burns. Aye, sir. 3-2 will escort to your position. Solid job. That's all right, Ethan.
At this rate, they should have just released this game for the PS3 and the Xbox 360. Then it will look just fine. But this macro shutter and stuttering, this shitty potato graphics, especially at max settings, it's fucking horrible. You gotta be about this distance away from an object to actually have it to actually have it look like something, or have it be this high off the ground, like this ship right here, for instance.
Yes, sir.
Oh, of course, the cockpit glass looks just fine. They made the glass cockpit look the way it should, but the rest of the thing, that's too difficult.
All available craft. The retribution is in pursuit, but we are losing ground. We need to leave the atmosphere now.
I went from 40 FPS down to 20.
Retribution, this is the Eclipse. Drilling your starboard.
Scars fold in. We're going upstairs.
Fucking loading screen. Fucking loading screen. Sound is out.
You got eyes on this, Reyes?
Affirmative.
We got it. Let's get in there. Roger that. Incoming missile. Warhead inbound, deploying flares.
At least my frame rate's improved significantly. At least I feel at home with the aircraft. I'll take the spaceship.